that money, run on down the line. Take that money, run on down the line.
They made the courageous decision to tell the story this way.
Right.
And I always applaud that.
Yeah.
But just my own sense is sometimes there's a little bit of discomfort about what kind of a place this is. How do we manage this?
Yeah.
How do we, so we've been able to have a lot of say, and shout out to Sean Halifax.
Yeah.
Because Sean is
Sean's been great so far in this process
he
with
just
me.
gets it.
Mm-hmm.
And he will move every single obstacle
Yeah.
to make sure that we're able to tell the story.
Yep.
With dignity and with honor, with an understanding of the fact that we are walking on the blood, sweat, and tears. And he treasures that, and he has given us, empowered us to be able to talk about that so candidly. And I think that that's one of the reasons that McLeod is so special.
Yeah.
It is a memorial to what they left, but it is also a chance for us to have difficult conversations, not as enemies, not against each other, but as people coming to a park to walk and stretch and to figure out this last path, which is this path to freedom. Could have those conversations here, and I think it makes McLeod so special. We are approaching one of the most popular sites, the Wisdom Tree.
Okay.
She's a beauty. Between 300 and 500 years old.
Wow, she's huge.
She's huge. It's a live oak, so there are no rings as they hollow out as they get older, but this tree is so special. She has seen so much. She would have seen those Africans coming across the waterway. She would have seen the folks in the field. She would have seen the enslaved children playing. She is an interesting marker. And when we talk about her, sometimes some very interesting conversations happen right here.
Right.
People will begin to feel a little bit lighter about being here, and they'll start to unburden themselves. And I've had so many poignant confessions. One man in particular, I'll never forget him. He said, "I want to tell you something after everybody leaves." And I thought, oh no, what's going to happen? And the group left, and he stood there with his daughter, and she was crying. And he said, "I want you to know I was one of the worst racists in my town." He said, and I blessed my ex-wife because she worked on me. And I said, why is your daughter crying? And she said, because I would have never come to a place like this, because I wouldn't have wanted to hear a story like this from someone who looked like you. And so this was pre-corona. We gave each other a big hug.
Yeah.
And we talked about the value of coming to this place, that you can have conversations like this with people who are different and leave feeling a little bit more, well, maybe healed. My hope, my colleagues, is that McLeod would be that place of healing in addition to a place of memorial for all those souls who died here. And this tree bears witness to all of that. If only she could talk.
If only she could talk. Well, then now the burden's on you to tell the stories.
It is, but it's one that I treasure, because when I think about their journey down this path to freedom, it is filled with gratitude. All of the things that they did not get came to me. So if I can rep them, as these young folks say, with dignity and honor, and continue to show people what they left us, then that's a job well done. And I can only do that because of what they didn't do.
I love that. That's good.
Don't make me cry, Sam.
There's so much more to explore, and we want you to join us on The Good Road.
For more in-depth content, meet us on the internet at thegoodroad.tv.
Hear more great stories, connect to organizations, and make sure you download our podcast, Philanthropology.